I'm Lora and I am the dog foster coordinator. My role is to matchmake, basically, to make sure that I am getting dogs out into their foster homes, but it's the perfect fit for them and the foster families. So finding who wants to foster a puppy, who wants to foster an old man, who wants to foster a puppy that looks like an old man. My favorite part is seeing the dogs completely change when they leave the shelter. Like, you know, dogs will be in here, just had McFlurry and he had surgery, hip surgery, and I saw him getting depressed and he was lying down and he had someone next to him that was constantly barking, and he went to foster and the next day he's all like lying on his back, happy as Larry, and I just love seeing the transformation. They're totally different dogs out of the shelter when they're in the foster home, and I love that. My favorite foster moment, actually a long story, but I was fostering a mum and pups, and I work all day, my husband works all day, so you know, they spent a lot of time at home, alone, whatever, and they had to find a new foster, and the new foster happens to live in my neighborhood. And they were walking past my house with Mama, and she ran to my front door and started full on body wiggling, like scratching, and they were like, "What are you doing?" And then they looked and they were like, "Oh my gosh, this is Laura's door." It had been like 2 weeks, she totally remembered me, totally remembered my house, like wanted to come in, like every time now they walk past my house, she runs up, body wiggles, and it's like, and they told me and I was like, oh my God, it's the cutest thing ever. But it made me think, like, see, even like working full time, having the dog, they didn't spend all day with us. They had like 1 hour during the day at lunch break. Even that, like that dog loved and appreciated, and it made me go, see, you can work full time and foster and make a difference. It's important because we get to know the dogs a bit better. We can better match them with the perfect adopter. We get more information on them, we get some cute pictures, so on that end we love it, but more importantly it's really great for the dogs because it helps with their stress and their, you know, cortisol levels. Taking them out of this high stress, like crazy environment, they don't know why they're here, giving them some time to decompress, to feel okay, to feel loved again. And then when they come back, they're better able to be like, okay, well, I can deal with this a little bit better. I feel a little bit better. And hopefully that means it's a quicker time for them to get adopted. But if it's not, it still gives them a much better time in the shelter. And then hopefully they get another foster or they get adopted again. Arrived on the island, got settled, and 5 days later we were like, okay, let's go get a foster. We need to go do this. And it just so happened to be the same day as the foster open house here. So we sat and we listened and we were like, okay, great, you know, who's ready to take home a dog? You know, we are. And Nikki and Denise mentioned that they were hiring for a foster coordinator. And in my head I went, not anymore, you're not. Excuse me. Walked right up and I said to Nikki, I was like, are you still hiring for this? Because I really want the job and I would be perfect. Yeah, so that day we took home Octavia, who was also known as Brad Pitt, for reasons unknown, because she was so beautiful. So yeah, we took Octavia home. She was the best little puppy. And then actually another foster had to leave the island, so we got another puppy. So we had those two, and yeah, they were amazing. They were so cute. And yeah, and then we've kept fostering ever since.